welcome back to my channel. It's your girl named Ling. We back with another video for you. Before we even get into the video, before we even get into the story time, make sure you guys go and hit that subscribe button. If you guys are wondering, oh, we're under quarantine, how she got her nails done, I did my own nails, and that video is up. Like, it's literally the video right before this one, so check that out afterwards. But anyways, as you guys can tell from the title, I'm going to be telling you guys my story time of the very first time and the only time I've ever eaten a weed edible. Like, and it wasn't even willingly. Okay, I willingly ate it, but I didn't know that it wasn't edible. I think this is gonna be like two parts, because I want to do like the first time I ate an edible, and then I'm gonna do the first time I tried smoking. But I don't want to put that in one video. So if you guys want to know about my first time actually smoking, then comment down below. But yes, let's get into this. This video is like, oh my god, this story is so funny. So basically, this happened sophomore year. So this happened 3 years ago. Yeah, 3 years ago. And basically, I went to high school for environmental studies, so if you go there, then but if you don't go there, basically it's a big school, and on the first and second floor they have lockers. However, it's not enough lockers for all the students that go there, and it's not enough lockers for even half the students that go there. So basically, to get a locker, you have to have good grades and good attendance. That was the rules my freshman year. After freshman year, they changed that freshmen couldn't even get a locker, but I don't even care. So basically, I had a locker, whatever, and I shared it with my friend to take, because you have to share it with someone as well. So I get a locker. No, I shared it with my friend to take. So it doesn't even matter. Okay, so basically, a lot of my friends didn't have lockers because they either had bad attendance, or they had bad grades, or they just didn't apply to get a locker. So everybody would always text me in the morning like, bro, can I put my coat in your locker? Can I put my bag? Can I put this, that, and the third, whatever. So I'd be like, yeah, like, sure, like, go ahead, like link me after this class so I could open up for you. Because one thing you're not gonna do is I'm not giving you the code to the locker. So all right. Oh, Naomi, I'm sorry, this story is just like hilarious. So I'm thinking ahead. Okay, so like my friends come and they put this in my locker. I'm not gonna lie, I'm friends with a lot of potheads, like a lot. Like my best friend is a pothead, so like you never really know what you expect. Like one thing I'm happy though is like their stuff did not stink. Like they never left my locker smelling like weed. But anyways, so one of them happened to sell edibles, and if you don't know what an edible is, it's like a brownie or a cake or a Rice Krispie treat, but it's infused with marijuana. And from sight, like you can't look at it and tell. Like it's obvious, it's honestly like a taste type of thing. But if you've never tasted marijuana before, you're not gonna know. Like it's just gonna taste weird. It tastes like the cake or the brownie or whatever was made with like excess oil. It tastes like vegetable oil. At least it did to me. That's what I remember. So they like put something in there, whatever. So they all take their stuff at the end of the day, and I stayed after school a little bit, which is because I don't know if we were like lollygagging or playing around, or like we had like a basketball meeting or something. So I go get like my stuff out the locker, and I see the brownie, and so I text my friend like, oh, like you left your brownie, like, but it looked good, I'm not gonna lie. So I was like, can I have it? And then it was like, yeah, you're my man's, like of course you could take it. But I was confused as to why they were saying like I'm their man's. Like obviously, like I'm your man's, you're my man's, that's why your stuff was in my locker. If I wasn't your man's, your stuff wouldn't be in my locker, feel me? So that kind of like threw me for a loop. So I was just kind of like, huh? Because like the way they said it, they were like, yeah bro, you're my man's, like don't worry about it, like just take it. And I'm like it was just too much being said to a yes or no question. Looking back now, I know why they're saying like I'm their man's. Like they didn't charge me for it, because normally they're like $10, $5, $15, depending on how much is in it, how big. Okay, whatever, I'm not a dealer, okay? So but now looking back, like I'm just saying like I know like why they were saying I'm their man's, because like they're saying like I didn't have to pay for it. So I like take it and I don't eat it right away. Thank God I didn't, because I had to pick my sister up from after school in like 2 hours. If I would have ate that thing, I would have never made it. Like I would have never made it. So I'm holding on to it or whatever, and me and my friend, like we would just hang out like downtown, or like she lived like not exactly near my friends after my little sister's after school, but like around that area. Like me and her don't live too far apart, so we would just like hang out in our area or whatever, and like find something to do before like I would go and get her. So like about 45 minutes before it was time for me to get her, then she left. So I go get my sister, and as I'm walking my sister like to the bus stop, I start eating the brownie. So I text my friend, like playing with her, like, bro, this brownie mad nasty, like, you don't know how to cook, like, why it tastes like this, yada yada yada. Like, it didn't taste bad, but, like, it didn't taste good. So she was like, bro, like, it's a weed brownie, like, how you expect it to taste? I was like, wait, pause. Let's rewind that. It's like, oh, what? Excuse, it's a what? Like, mind you, they know I don't smoke, I don't eat edibles, so it's like, you didn't think to tell me. And honestly, I'm dumb, because I should have thought, Naomi, this is not no regular brownie. But I wasn't thinking at the time. I just saw a brownie, which was like, oh, like, I want it, like, it looked good. So she was like, yeah, it's an edible, like, how do you expect it to taste? That's why it's only half a piece there. And I'm like, I'm not home. So I'm like, bro, like, I'm not home, you know, I don't smoke, I don't do none of that, like, I just got my sister, like, how long is it gonna take to kick in, like, what do I do? And they were like, first of all, don't panic. If your body starts to get a little, like, you know, like, if you ever had an edible or you smoked it, you know, like, your body will sometimes, like, spasm. Even if you haven't done it, if you're a bio major, they talk about this in bio, so you know, when they would talk about plants, they spoke about marijuana, and they said your body sometimes, you know, spasms, like, not a, but, you know, a little, feel me, like, a little. So they're like, bro, you're gonna be fine, like, just don't panic, just stay calm, just hurry up and get home. Luckily for me, like, the after school is like 15 minutes away from my house or whatever, so they were like, it's not gonna kick in for like an hour, but you have low tolerance, so it might kick in a little bit before that's, like, just try to hurry up and get home. So the bus is taking a long time to come, so I'm getting worried, because I'm like, I'm with my little sister, she's really little at the time, and I'm like, what if this thing kicks in? And I didn't know how I was gonna react. Like, I'm like, what if I really start tweaking? Like, what is wrong with, like, I was just panicking. So I know that my brother smokes, so I called him and I'm like, yo, like, what should I do? Well, no, I texted him first, and I'm like, I just ate an edible, like, I'm not home with Sarai yet, like, what should I do? So he was like, okay, just call me, and, like, I'm gonna talk to you the whole time until you get home. So we're on the phone, and the whole time he was like, Naomi, keep breathing, calm down, how you feeling, are you okay? And I remember, like, I guess the first phase that it hit me, and, like, I was just laughing, like, I didn't feel high, but all of a sudden everything was mad funny. So I'm laughing, he was like, Naomi, what's funny? And I was like, like, I don't know what's funny, it's just funny. And he was like, Naomi, like, how's Sarai, like, let me talk to her. So I don't know what he said to her, I didn't ask, I didn't care. So, and she didn't even know that I was high, that's the thing. So, like, he's just like, he was like, all right, Naomi, how far are you away from your house? I'm like, oh, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever. And he was like, okay, like, are you feeling any different? The minute you start feeling something, let me know. Just remember, everything is in your head, it's gonna go away, stay calm, don't panic, because that's gonna make things worse. Because I always heard stories, like, people try weed and they panic, and, like, it goes from a good experience to a bad experience. So I'm like, okay, like, I'm fine. So I remember all my friends talk about, like, not even friends, but, like, just in general, the big thing that's associated with marijuana is munchies. So I'm like, should I go to the store and, like, get snacks? Like, what if I get hungry? Like, I don't want to be in the crib walling, like, yo, I want snacks, blah blah blah, and then my mom knows. So he was like, Naomi, how are you feeling? Because if you're feeling crazy, like, you should not go to the store, you should just go upstairs. So I'm like, no, I think I'm good. I go to the store, I picked up mad powdered donuts, green tea, like Lipton green tea, because that's my favorite drink, but I picked up mad powdered donuts, mad chips, and green tea. So I go upstairs, whatever, and I'm feeling fine, and I started getting a headache, and I'm like, if this is what it feels like to be high, then I don't like this. I don't see why people do this to get a headache. So then he was like, all right, are you home? And I'm like, yeah. And he was like, how you feeling? Are you fine? I'm like, yeah, I got a headache. He was like, all right, like, that's normal, like, just lay down. So I'm laying down and I'm trying to fall asleep, but then I started getting hungry, so I'm eating the donuts, and then one of my other friends FaceTimed me, but he doesn't go to my high school, like, he didn't know that I took the edible. So he was like, Naomi, what's wrong with you? Like, are you smacked? And he started laughing, and I'm like, how'd you know? Mind you, my eyes are like, and I'm like, how you know? And he's like, Naomi, I can see it in your face, your voice, like, it was just terrible. So then my other friend, Jate, that I was with originally that day before I went to go pick up my sister, she FaceTimed me because she needed me to use my account, like my Lyft account, for something. So she was trying to tell me her card, and she was like, okay, this is the CVV number, and for some reason that sounded like the funniest thing to me. Like, I don't know if you guys remember Vine, how that guy was like extremely smacked, and he was like gingivitis, gingivitis. That was me. I was like CVV, CVV. And Jate was like, Naomi, I need you to pay attention. But at this point, the edible had full on like hit me like a truck. Like, it hit me. Like, I was literally laying right here on this side, and I could not get up. Like, I could not get up. So she's like, Naomi, I'm trying to tell you the CVV. Click CVV on the screen so I can tell you the numbers. And I'm like, CVV, CVV, CVV. And she was like, all right, you're a dumb smack. Like, bye. And she hung up. So I'm just like, I think I have a snap from that day, because word two, I was laying here and I felt like I was in the ocean. Like, I felt like I was laying on a bed and somebody like just threw the bed in the ocean. So I was just laying there like waves was like pushing my body. So I think I have a snap from that day. Like, I'm gonna try to look for it. I try to like record the ceiling to show y'all that I was moving, but obviously the ceiling is not moving, but at the time I thought it was. So then I fell asleep and I woke up and I felt like I had to throw up. First of all, my mom woke me up because the dog had peed on the floor, so she was like, Naomi, clean this up. So I'm like, okay, but like when I woke up, my eyes were bloodshot red. But normally when I wake up from being extremely tired, my eyes are red. So she didn't really like think nothing of it, thank God. But I got up and I remember I felt like I had to throw up, like my head was hurting. I remember I tried to walk down the hallway and it was like a, actually, I know exactly what I'm gonna put here to show y'all what I mean. For the type of way that I was walking. This is exactly how I was walking. This clip y'all looking at right now, that's exactly how I was walking. So that's how I was walking in the hallway, and then for me to even bend down to like try to clean up the pee, that was like a whole task. Like, I had to breathe, tell myself, Naomi, you got this. Like, such a simple task. I had to really like coach myself. And then I had ate the rest of my snacks and I went back to sleep. Like, I didn't do no homework then. I didn't do anything. I just slept. Like, I slept that whole night. Like, literally just took my clothes off and just went to sleep. Like, I could, like, that was my way of dealing with it. I was like, there's no way that I would be up in this house dumb smacked and nobody's gonna notice. So I was like, let me just go to sleep. And then the next day I woke up and I was fine. So I look back on it and laugh now, but during the moment, like when I first took it, I was really panicking because I was like, I'm scared. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen, because like I remember there was some story of some girl in my school that she ate an edible, she smoked or something, and she started tweaking. Like, she wanted to take her clothes off and stuff, and like I was scared that was gonna happen to me outside. So I'm like, nah, this cannot happen to me. Like, no. But yeah, that is the first time I ever ate an edible. That is the only time I ever ate an edible. Like, if you eat edibles, all I will say is know your dosage and start off very little. Like, even a half was too big for me, and mind you, the half was literally like this big. Like, it was very small. So just start off small. That's if you're like, you're really set on trying it. But honestly, don't even try it. Like, there's no point in doing that, you feel me? So just don't do drugs, don't do edibles, don't do none of that. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification so that you know when I post. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. And don't forget, if you want to see the part, if you want to hear about the part 2, the first time I like tried smoking, like, comment that down below. But anyways, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.